Okay, here we go. Part two. I've now put my top over my frame, which you guys seen the frame on part one. Now, before I had birch plywood on there, but I needed that. When I took it apart, I needed that birch plywood for a project I was working on. So I went ahead and went to Home Depot and I bought some MSB board. Okay, so I'm going to try that out. It's a lot cheaper too. It was only $28 for a 4x8 sheet, so I bought two of them for $60. Okay, and I had the guy at the store cut them down to 7 foot each. So that gives me 14 foot, and then I put them together in the middle. All right. Now I made sure I ran a brace that ran parallel to my table, and I put both of these, over that brace, so I was able to nail them in along this support. And then what I do is put a piece of tape just to cover up that gap it's got where just where they meet. It's not really a gap. It's just, to me, it makes it more level. Brings them in. I mean, they were pretty level when I nailed them down, but I just put that tape over just for some extra, cover up that little gap. All right, so there you go. So that's the top. So now I got $60 in my my board here, my MSB board. And then what did we have? We had, I believe it was like $192 for the frame itself built. So combined, 100. We'll just 260. We'll just call it 260 with tax. So that's what it's cost to get me to this point. 260 to build my frame and my top. It's ready for my cover now, which I'm going to do. Now, also too, like, you know how I had my my rails along the side? 'Cause remember, we want to keep this plane surface inside at 44 inches, okay? Because that's the width of the table. So when we put our boxes on, we have to build supports on the side to mount them on, which I'm going to show you right here. This is what I did here. That's what this is. This is my original table line here. So I use scrap. You can just cut some 2x4s down the sides or 2x6s, whatever. I use my scrap wood to do this. So I screw on 2 layers more. So when there's a board down here. That's where I got it. So when I come on, like say, this is going to be my my frame part here, with my boxes for my railing. See, there's my support I built on this. A couple pieces of 2x4 that I put on there. So that way, when I come in with my boxes, my railing, when I set them on the side down here, I just set them right over the top. I got somewhere to screw them down at for support. Plus, it keeps my length, which is 14 feet. I want to keep. So I don't want to come on the table here with my box like this. And now I'm coming in. I'm using 2x8, so I'm coming in 8 inches. And if I did that to the back, that's 16 inches. I only got a 12. See what that'd be? 12 foot, 10 inch plane surface. You can't have that. You got to have 14 feet. That's why you got to come to the edge of your table, not on your table. You don't want to sit your railings on the table. Now, on the side, you can cheat 2 inches because it's 48 inches in width, and we only want 44. So I'm going to come in 2 inches with my railings on this. So by the time I put a couple of 2x4s here, that's going to be my support, so I can put my railings along the side of it. See, so I just screw into the sides here. This couple of I got a couple of 10 foot or 8 foot 2x4s. I'm just going to nail them along the sides here, double wide. And I got somewhere to nail. I'm going to come in 2 inches off my table. I marked it here. And then that's where I'm going to be at, to put my boxes where I can screw them down and have my railings around the table. So there you go. That's part two. We got our top down. We're at, what were we at, 260 price. I'm going to go ahead and put my cover down. I'm going to put down a layer of that black. If you guys remember seeing my table, how it was before I put my crafts display. I had that black wool. Okay, that's what I'm putting down as my number 1 layer first. I'm going to cover all this with that black wool. And then on my bouncy side, I'm actually going to put another layer of felt on top of that. So I'm going to have 2 layers on this side of my table. I'm going to stretch them real good and tight and staple them down along the sides. Get them real tight and everything. And then I'll put my craps display on then. So then I'll have three covers on my bouncy end. It's going to make it bouncy. And then on my hard surface, I'll just have my wool plus my craps layout, which would be my hard surface side. So I'm going to do that next. Get that stretched on and put on, then I'll do part 3. So thanks for watching, people. Part 3 be coming up on my next video. Here's the table, what it looks like. Can't wait to get it going, people. It's been like 3 days since I've thrown any craps, so I haven't gone to the casino and haven't practiced, so I'm really itching to throw the dice. So thanks for watching.